back. I want to talk about football practice. I don't know. I was just thinking about that shit, bro. And man, I just remember football, bro, really building my character, folks. Like, if you in high school, bro, don't just sit on your ass, bro. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers want you to do projects and homework, but bro, you should take advantage of that shit, and you should go to do some type of extracurricular. I definitely think you should always do football, cause football, for me, always had somebody. It was football was for everybody, really. It's like you was always thrown into a category, or you already knew what type of person you were when you into football. Like if you wasn't good, you hung around the dudes that wasn't good, and it was a group of dudes that just wasn't good at football, or it was a group of dudes who, was good at football but didn't play, and then it was a group of dudes who was good at who wasn't good at football but they did play, and they were like all those groups, they were grouped together, and that's kind of how like the hierarchy of life is, like, yeah, you look at society, that's how motherfuckers is. It's just motherfuckers that can't do shit, be around motherfuckers that can't do shit. You get grouped off real easily in football, bro. Granted, sometimes I wish I would have just stopped and made money, but I'm glad I did it because it does build character. Now, the first character building exercise I've had in football was my first time ever getting put on my ass. And I think a lot of people need to go through that, getting put on your ass. Cause life will put you on your ass, right? Life will put you right dead on your ass, bro. You'll be on your ass and asking for a hand up and somebody smack the shit down. Like that's what football will do that to you too. I remember we was going against, it was my freshman year. I was at Hubbard. This school in Chicago. And it's a Mexican school, right? It's predominantly Mexican. Predominantly, I learned that word a few minutes ago. Predominantly, I just looked it up. It mean like ruled by like, one race or one ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? I just looked that shit up. But the school was predominantly Mexican, but when you got to the football field, it was a lot of niggas. Not black people, not colored folks, niggas. It was a whole bunch of niggas on the team. And these niggas was big, right? I was a freshman. I'm still not worth the shit. I still don't weigh shit right now. You know what I'm saying? You could probably stick me to a wall and I'd probably stay there for at least 5 seconds, just based off of just like sweat conversation in the room. If you like slap me against the wall, I'd probably stick to the wall a little bit. But man, I was even smaller than I am now. I was shorter too. I wasn't real short, but I was just shorter. And man, we had it was like our first time ever going against varsity. Like, well, my first time. It wasn't like a motherfucker was around me, JV and freshman first. Like, it was JV first time. It wasn't for JV first time, but it was our first time. We was freshmen, and we was on the JV team, and it was kickoff. Like, out of all the things, it was kickoff, man. And they just needed some motherfuckers to run through. It was kickoff return. That's the thing. This is kickoff return, and when you in the front line, right? The front line, you're supposed to drop back. You drop back, and you get to your position, and you come back, and you looking for a guy in opposite colors, and you put him on your ass, put him on their ass. That's what your coach tell you. But man, it's just like I didn't get the chance to see nobody colors. We all got the same colors on. First of all, that's why I'm fucked up at. Is we all got the same colors on, so everybody looked the same. And that's another thing though. It's like we shouldn't really be like looking for another color like that. It's only practice, But then again, you're a freshman, you're a JV, so the varsity don't give a fuck about you. About you They don't give a fuck about you at the time, anyways. Where I was at, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it was kickoff, and we was doing a few kickoff drills, and it was going decent, you know, having fun, and you know, it's fast paced, you know what I'm saying? It's so fast paced, like the level of varsity and the level of JV or freshman is two different things. Everything moving so much faster, and it's kind of crazy to watch. It's like being on the highway, and like cars are speeding by, and you're just able to walk on the highway while these cars are speeding by. And I remember just one kickoff, right? This nigga named Andre, right? Now Andre was crazy. Andre was crazy as hell. Andre had a mohawk. It was 2016, 2017. Andre had a mohawk. My Andre had like a actual mohawk that went to the back, and it was like kind of like Mr. T. And I was like, man, he was just and he had an altercation with the coach before. You know, the coach didn't pull a gun on him. He was a big nigga. He was just a big nigga. He wasn't a good football player. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say he wasn't a good football player. He was just a great athlete, and he was just a nigga, you know. And he was right next to the team, you know, on kickoff, and I'm right there with it. Like, not right there, but I'm right there in front of him. Like, I'm looking at Andre, right? So Andre is like, you know, you got to be like 20 yards in order for you to kick off the team. So this motherfucker Andre, like, I'm looking at him. He's back there, right? Calling the kickoff, right? And then, so I'm like, cool. This is just walkthroughs again. We just walking through this shit again. They kick the ball off, boom, it's in the back. And you know, I'm a freshman, so I'm actually watching the ball go back, and I'm running with the ball. Like, I'm running with the ball while it's in the air. And I'm running, and I get to my spot, and I'm prepared to block. But Andre's coming towards me, right? I see this nigga coming right towards me. And the first thing he says is, "Don't come this way." And I was confused, because I'm like, you coming my way. Like, I'm blocking. I'm not coming your way. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no issues. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You don't come this way. How about that? Right? I didn't say that, but I'm just thinking like, okay, but you coming my way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing nothing. I'm just doing my job. And so he's yelling. He yells that out before, like as the ball's in the air, like it's still in the air, and he's like, "Don't come this way." I'm like, I'm just still, you know, I'm getting back to setting my feet. No, I'm not setting my feet. I'm actually just getting back to block. I just want to get back to block, or whatever the fuck I was doing, just being, you know, a dead soul in a fucking helmet and shoulder pads. That's what I just wanted to do. I just wanted to get in my spot and be a dead soul in the helmet and shoulder pads. But Andre thought to make it, you know, I guess he turned up the intensity in practice. And Andre, like, I turned around and I felt like his helmet was on, but I felt like he ain't had nothing on. Like, I felt like he didn't have no pads and no helmet on. Like, I just felt like when he hit me, like I just saw him with like actual clothes on and shit. And so Andre hits me and he drops his shoulder, right? You're never supposed to do that, right? He's literally on, you know, kickoff side. It's practice. He drops his shoulder. Boom. Like, I get hit, like my feet in there. Like feet, like what? Like my foot, like not my actual both my feet, but just one of my foots is in the air. Damn! 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 Like, my foot is in the air, and my mouthpiece is like, it's got slide and shit all over my face, because my mouthpiece is out of my mouth, and it's just, and you know, I got hit. And it's my first time ever getting hit. Like, I've been like, you get tackled, you get taken down, but I ain't never got hit. And man, did I not, like when people was like, when people was talking, like, I couldn't tell you what like, all I could hear was dams, was a whole bunch of dams. Damn, damn. That's all you hear, right? But I didn't hear no like actual words. Like all I hear is and that's all I hear in my head, like in my ears, and I didn't even know I kind of like felt like my ears was like they wasn't ringing, but they was like somebody was like this, just like this. Like it was just enough where it felt like I couldn't hear a lot. And he hit me so good. And I could remember him like he was the closest one to me when I got hit. And I remember him saying, "Shouldn't have been in my way." And I was like, man, I didn't do nothing. And I'm just starting to learn like that's how life do you, bro. Like life will tell you get the fuck out of my way, and you be like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm doing what you mean get your way? I'm not doing shit. And then life be like, oh no, here I come. And you like, what the fuck? And you get put on your ass. And you lose a couple brain cells, and you think about and it's got you thinking about a taste that reminds you of home. Great sweet potato, shit like that, just weird combinations. You know, I'm just like, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He hit me so hard that I had to act like I liked it. Like I'm just smiling. I'm just, like I feel like that's all I said. Like I wanted to say I'm here, but I felt like it came out to just, gibberish. And I'm just trying to take no moments of right now and apply it to life right now. You know what? I got CTE from that shit. I can't even talk. When I think of this shit, it made me forget how to use English. But I just try to apply those problems, those instances that I had when I was a shorty to right now. And it works, bro. It works, bro. So what I would say to you, young man, get your ass into some sport, get put on your ass, and get a concussion or something. At least a grade, I don't know how grades go, grade B or C. I don't know. You get you one of them concussions, bro. Get you some traumatizing experience in football, so you can really, really know what life is about to prepare you for. You know, that's what it is. So you just gonna get hit, and you was just doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing, bro. And it's not unfair. You know this gonna happen. It just happens.